Hello, and welcome to the presentation for the automated essay grading project for the summer of 2022. Up on this slide, you'll find our team members, which include Ailani, Matias, Alejandro, Robert, Kyle, Michael, Ramon, Danielle, and Amanda. We were led and mentored by the product owner, David Gray. He is the CEO of Study Buddy Pro, a legal education platform meant to help law students practice for their bar exam. And the instructor for this course is Dr. Sajadi. So for this project, we actually had a very specific problem in mind, and that is, how can we help legal students better prepare for their bar exams, especially for the writing portion? And how can we minimize the tediousness of having to manually grade these essays on the behalf of the professor? As you know, manual grading is very tedious, it's time consuming, and a lot of times time is money, so it can be very costly as well to have to pay these professors to spend time grading papers. It also requires a lot of focus, and we don't always have that, so that provides a lot of room for error, which using AI and machine learning, we can try to minimize that error as much as possible. So cons of the current system is that students are currently submitting essay questions to the website, but they're not receiving any feedback or any guidelines on how to answer their essay questions. So our specific approach depends heavily on having a professor upload which topics they want a student to identify in their answer, as well as providing a given correct answer. So a professor will upload their question and answer, as well as any rules that they want the student to follow in their answer, and then this will get uploaded to the database. When a student goes to take a quiz, they'll simply input their answer, and this gets sent to our server, which will begin to label the topics in the student answer using the rulebook that the professor provided. And once these topics are labeled, it will also calculate various scores that we have predetermined and returns the feedback as well to the student. It also calculates an overall score based on how well the student identifies topics and how high their other scores are. These scores include things such as conciseness, readability, grammar, and semantic similarity to the professor's answer. Once these scores are calculated, they are displayed on the results page, and the student can then retry the quiz and try to improve their answer based on the feedback that's provided to them. Study Buddy Pro currently has many different ways for students to practice for legal exams. For example, they have case briefs, lessons that you can study, outlines, courses, workshops, charts and notes, and issue spotting essay quizzes, basically. So we will be working on improving the issue spotting essay portion of the Study Buddy Pro service. As of right now, the issue spotting essays just take in the student answer and then return the correct answer so that the student themselves can compare and contrast between their answer and the correct answer. However, it's not really giving them clear-cut ways on how to improve their answer. In order for us to accomplish this, the professor should be able to specify all of the grading criteria that they want when uploading a Q&A set. Students should be able to view immediate feedback upon submitting their quiz, and of course be able to retake it in order to try and improve their scores. Aside from the criteria specified by the professor, we also have other things that the students will be scored on. So they will be scored on topic identification, which relies heavily on the rulebook, grammar, readability, conciseness, academic tone, and semantic similarity to the correct answer. On the screen, you'll find our system design diagram. So as you can see, it starts by a professor uploading a rulebook to the database, which they do by accessing the website. And then this data is retrieved anytime a user inputs a answer. So in preparation, a student will upload their answer, and this answer is linked to a question ID, which is used to then retrieve the question and answer data. And then from there, the student answer and the rulebook are both used as inputs for our automated essay grader. And at the end, the scores are calculated and the report of the similarity is generated and sent to the server so that it can be displayed on the results page. The following is a screenshot of what a results page would look like. So any grammatical or syntactical errors are going to be highlighted or underlined in red. As you can see, the student answer is on the top left of the screen. And the identified topics are going to be listed under the structure score, as well as highlighted in the student answer with its corresponding color. In this case, the student only identified one of the topics that the professor was looking for, so their structure score is quite low, bringing their overall score to a 55 out of 100. Identifying topics is a large part of legal writing, so that's why it weighs so heavily on their score, because it is very crucial that they do identify these topics when writing about a specific case. This project was implemented using a variety of technologies. So the server was written in Python Flask, and anything related to NLP and AI is also using Python. We used React for the front end and MongoDB for our database. And different libraries and frameworks that we used to accomplish this were Gensim, NLTK, Spacey, the Language Tool API, and TechStack for readability. We also use Visual Studio Code for engineering this project and GitHub to keep track of our work. After manually testing all of our implementations, we passed all of the following. We passed semantic similarity, topic identification, readability, conciseness, grammar, and tone. However, due to a limited amount of data, the semantic similarity and topic identification portion of our project could definitely be improved for higher accuracy. In summary, professors are now able to upload a rulebook for a given quiz that they want to upload to the website, and students can now get graded based on this rulebook. This solves the problem of having to manually grade essays, which, as we know, is very tedious, and it allows for the student to get instant feedback instead of having to wait for the professor to grade their response. And this also allows the student to continuously improve their answers and study/prepare to write in a legal setting. And that is all about our automated essay grading project this semester. I hope you enjoyed and found it interesting, and I hope to see you guys at the showcase. Thank you.